So I have a new prosthetic I would like to show off. I found this squishy bouncy ball thing at a store a couple of weeks ago and decided that, hey, this would be perfect to use in some sort of alien parasite prosthetic. So I bought this, cut a couple of them off, and embedded it in a piece of gelatin, which I then glued to my face. I'm pleased with the way it turned out. I had to build up the edges with latex to try and smooth them out. I could have used the mortician's wax, the molding wax, but as well, that might have been faster, but it's really, really messy, and you can't touch it afterward. Like, I can touch this, and I plan on playing with these as well, so I think that that's probably what I'll stick to, because that wax just takes forever to wash off. But yeah, so I also designed this so that way I can pull this one out and have open sore there when I'm done. So, but yeah, so I think that I'll probably use this one as a demo. I'm supposed to do a special effects makeup panel at PenguinCon, which I'm really excited about, so I think I'll use this one as one of my demos. Originally this was going to be a step-by-step video on how I created this look, but the layers of latex took too long to dry, and so I got impatient and started doing the makeup for other parts as well, thus making it sort of complicated to follow as a step-by-step individual kind of thing. So I'm going to do my best to try and explain that now. To make the prosthetic, I embedded several of the tendrils off of the ball into a sheet of gelatin that I had. I used a heat gun to soften the gelatin to allow me to plant the tendrils, and I actually cut little holes in the back of some of it and threaded the tips of these through those. I then took the piece that I had made and applied it with spirit gum to my cheek. I then used liquid latex to blend the edges between the prosthetic and my own skin. I had to use several layers, allowing them to dry in between each one, that way I wouldn't get any sort of gap or pocket that didn't dry properly. While I was waiting for the latex to dry, I began applying makeup to the other parts of my face. I started off with my eyes, making them look sort of bruised and sunken in as well. Then I went a little crazy and started drawing veins branching out from where the prosthetic was attached. I then traced the veins in reds, getting progressively darker as I got closer to the wound. One of the more ironic things is that the color I used to give myself a sickly pallor is actually darker than my own skin tone. However, I do have very red cheeks, so it did sort of even out my skin tone and actually did make me look pretty sickly. Add to that sunken in eyes, and yeah,